Hey Broncos, it's me, Sydney Frederick, and welcome to the BUC Show. Now, today I have something very fun planned for us to do. That's right, I planned a Black History Month trivia game, and here is how you play it. So first, I'll be asking you guys questions. It'll be either multiple choice or true or false, and whoever gets the most correct answers win. Alright, so let's get this game started. Here's number 1. Rosa Parks was the first Black African American who refused to give up her seat on the bus for a white passenger. Is this true or is it false? I'll give you guys 10 seconds to answer. All right, time's up. The answer is false. Although Rosa Parks is well known for this action, 9 months earlier, 15-year-old Claudette Colvin was actually the first African American woman who refused to give up her seat to a white passenger. Claudette Colvin is now 81. Now, time for question number 2, and this is a multiple choice question. What does NAACP stand for? Is it A, the National Art Application for Colored People, B, the National Association for the Advanced Placement of Colored People, or C, the National Association of College Prep? I will give you guys 10 seconds to answer as well. The answer is B, the National Association for the Advanced Placement of Colored People. The NAACP is a civil rights organization that was made to secure the political, educational, social, and economic equalities of rights in order to eliminate race-based discrimination and ensure the health and well-being of all persons. Now it's time for question 3, and this is also a multiple choice question. Who was the first Black president? Was it A, Michael Jordan, B, Kevin Hart, or C, And the correct answer is C, Barack Obama. Barack Obama was the 44th president and the first African American president of the United States. His wife, Michelle Obama, was also the first African American First Lady. They both continue to spread, support, and educate young people about our history and motivates people to do better. Time for question number 4. This is also a multiple choice question. What was the Black Panther Party? Is it A revolutionary organization that believed African American people should be able to govern themselves? Is it B, a party for the movie Black Panther? Or C, a national holiday to celebrate the animal Black Panthers? Is a revolutionary organization that believed African Americans should be able to govern themselves. It was a national party that believed Black people should be able to govern themselves with the ideology of Black nationalism, socialism, and armed defenses, particularly against police brutality. Okay, now number 5. This is a true or false question. SNCC stands for Student Negotiator Council Committee. True or false? The answer is false. It actually stands for Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee and was known for holding nonviolent demonstrations, organizing grassroots groups, registering African American voters, and advocating for the philosophy of Black power. Number 6 is a multiple choice question. What was the first ever HBCU created in the United States? Is it A, Morehouse College, B, Shiny University of Pennsylvania, or C, Spelman College? The answer is B, Shiny University of Pennsylvania. The Shiny University of Pennsylvania was originally named the Institute for Colored Youth and was founded by Richard Humphrey in 1837. Question number 7 is true or false. The celebration of Black History Month began in the year 1926. The answer is true. It was established by Carter G. Woodson, who was an educator and historian. However, Black History Month didn't become nationally recognized until 1970, when first proposed by Black educators and the Black United Students at Kent State University. Number 8 is also a true or false question. Martin Luther King Jr. gave his famous I Have a Dream speech on September 11, 1965. The answer is false. He gave his speech at the March in Washington on August 28, 1963, which influenced the movement for change and equality in America. Okay guys, we're on our last 2 questions. Number 9 is a multiple choice question. What is the 2021 Black History Month theme? Is it A, Black Lives Matter, B, the Black family, representation, identity, and diversity? Or is it C, there is no theme? The answer is B, the Black family, representation, identity, and diversity. The role of the Black family has been described by some as a microcosm of the entire race and its complexity as the foundation of African American life and history. Number 10. This is our last question, guys. True or false? Nelson Mandela was the first African American to receive a Nobel Peace Prize. The answer is false. Ralph Joseph Bunche was the first African American to receive the Nobel Peace Prize for his peace meditation for the first Arab-Israeli war. Well, that concludes our trivia game, Broncos. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys later. Bye!
Are you recording me? Today, what we are going to do is we're going to go shopping for aesthetics for each other. Aesthetics she gets, I have to shop for her, and then we're going to see how this turns out. Okay, I'm grabbing for Art Nerd because we can't cuss. Grunge, Vintage, Dark Royalty, Dark Academia, E-Girl, and then Jukebox Neighborhood. Are we rolling for you first?
This is one video.
No, are we rolling?
Oh yeah. Yeah, go.
Okay.
Is this for my outfit for you to pick from?
Yes, that I'm picking out. You have grunge. Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Past me.
Okay. Alright, and then I'm guessing this is alright.
It's probably gonna give me like the hardest one I've never heard before.
Vintage. Ooh, okay. I'm happy with that.
Okay, cool. Let's go in the store.
I have no idea what I'm doing. I have to go to size sections. Okay. I have to get Chelsea grunge. So I don't know how this is gonna work. This is gonna be fun.
Okay, well, we
That
figured.
is a lot harder to pick up than you think it is from Goodwill. It's all old lady clothes. Where's my mom?
Good point. So we found everything we needed to at Goodwill, so.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't have to go anywhere else.
The outfit I had to choose for her was vintage. The outfit she had to choose for me was grunge.
It was grunge.
Who wants to start first? I'm gonna try on the clothes first.
You're not returning this.
Can you return stuff to Goodwill?
No.
Oh. A spaghetti strap tank top. Okay, what's this? Okay, so this is a
It's a shirt.
shirt.
Yeah.
It could be a dress. Okay. Sanctuary pants. They're kind of like legging
Sanctuary.
materials. So this is grunge?
I don't know. No.
Fake pockets. There's no
You aren't wearing. Oh well, those do have pockets, don't they?
This is grunge.
I was just thinking that you could tie it around your waist or something.
Actually got her an outfit for this thing.
I got you a thing. I got you pants,
Okay,
a
I'm
shirt,
gonna
and a
try it.
jacket. As far as I'm concerned, I don't know what you got me, but you didn't get me pants. That's for one. I don't think she liked it very much. I don't think that's grunge, but you're very preppy.
Is this preppy? I feel like a jock.
You're gonna be a jock now. Grunge failed. You're a jock.
I feel like it's a little grunge. Maybe my hair makes it look grunge, I guess.
Chelsea! I'm gonna sit here and get the satire out of the way.
Were you playing Take... So the Take On Me is playing... Is that happening when the door shut to the bathroom?
I was playing it.
I was like, but as soon as I opened the door, it stopped. And I was like... This jacket is the heckiest. I love this thing. It's cute. I got your outfit. I want you to...
I had vintage now. We'll see.
Okay.
Okay. Oh god, I have to... This is like a grandma Letterman jacket. It's heavy. It's hefty. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, that's cute. Ooh, I like that. So mine is vintage, and I'm kind of vibing.
Is it vintage?
I mean, if you want to count it, like the top style for the dress may not be, but like the overall. The jacket's a little bit heavy. Maybe if I had like an event or something that was in winter and I would wear it with like pants or something.
It makes you like the shoulder pads are nice in there.
And just wear it with like 6-inch heels or walk around terrorizing people. But the dress, yeah, I like the dress. If I had like a formal event, then I could wear this. Like, I don't know if we had homecoming.
I was like, that's a very multiple use kind of dress. We got our outfits, and it was vintage and retro and...
Retro?
What was it?
It was
Punk.
grunge. It was
Next
Nice.
time, I noticed on the list there wasn't like metal, because like that would have been easier. Thanks for watching this book show segment. Sorry for wasting your time. We'll play some new wave music too. She's gonna be like that.
So my smegment. Okay.
Okay, I would recommend shutting your door too.
So by now, I'm sure we've all seen The Weeknd's performance 2 weeks ago at Super Bowl 55. And if you didn't, here's a preview.
When you're in love, say, I see the
The main thing everybody was wondering after the show was, what was the deal with the masks? No, not the COVID ones that we're used to. The other ones worn by the performers. The Weeknd's bloody and bandaged face that he's been seen wearing to multiple important events is completely fake. He's described his bloody and bandaged look as a progression. While he plays what he calls the character, has been a thing since March of 2020. It's a reference to his album After Hours, which he released that month. The appearance first started when his Blinding Lights music video came out, and since then the bandages have only gotten more aggressive. He also wears the same outfit to further commit to his point. I'm also sure you've seen this picture.
Yeah, boy.
Yes, it is fake, but what is the real story behind it?
The significance of the entire head bandages is reflecting on the absurd culture of Hollywood celebrity and people manipulating themselves for superficial reasons to be pleased and validated. The Weeknd told Variety ahead of his big performance. It's all a progression, and we watch the character storyline hit heightened levels of danger and absurdity as the tale goes on. So this character arc isn't quite over yet. Interesting. Over the course of several interviews, we can pick up the fact that The Weeknd has created said character in order to represent the fakes in Hollywood. People who distort themselves in order to stand out and be seen in such a harsh entertainment environment. People will do almost anything to have the public pleased. So, at the Super Bowl, The Weeknd's biggest performance, why didn't he wear the bandages? Well, from a symbolic standpoint, he himself is surrounded by people who have fallen into the social trap. However, he considers himself on top as he has not changed to meet the public eye. Not only were the bandages a big part of The Weeknd's performance, so was the symbolic meaning behind the whole performance. The performance itself was the story of The Weeknd's career. He starts off in a choir, a wishful artist who wants to pursue their dreams. Then he's in a hall of mirrors. This literally references Blinded by the Lights, as well as getting lost in the versions of himself that he has created. Next, he is seen on top of the world, referencing his music career. However, very quickly again, we see himself with the other versions of himself, losing control. Yet, we do see a smile on his face. He has achieved fame, happiness, and stardom. Now that the story of the Super Bowl 55 is over, I'll give you 3 reasons why you shouldn't be so harsh on The Weeknd's performance. If it wasn't your favorite, of course. The Weeknd himself paid $7 million in order to create the show. The NFL and Pepsi didn't pay for it. They also didn't pay The Weeknd to perform. The Weeknd didn't pre-record any of his songs, like other artists have admitted to in the past. This can also explain why his audio levels seem a bit off. It's really hard to audio mix live. Lastly, we are in a pandemic. Restrictions still apply even to large events, especially. The same amount of detail could not be brought this year, but that's okay.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby.
Hello, Broncos. Evan J. Sims here. You know, last year was definitely the crappiest year of the 21st century so far. But guess what? We have a new year, 2021. So let's try to hope for the best, okay? In the meantime, like any year, we all have movies coming out this year that we are excited about seeing. So in this segment of the BUC Show, I'm going to go over my personal top 5 anticipated movies of 2021. Now before we begin, I must remind you of 3 things. A. These movies are not the school's most anticipated movies, and they're not the entire public's most anticipated movies. They're just my most anticipated movies. B. A lot of these movies aren't very adult, for best word. Spoiler alert. And C. I'm not going to go into full detail on why I'm excited for these films. I'm just going to go over the basics. With all that being said, let's begin. Starting with...
Number 5.
Black Widow, the first movie in the MCU's Phase 4 saga. Now, I must let you know that I became interested in the MCU since 2017, meaning I've been a Marvel fan for only 4 years. That's nothing compared to my fanship for Star Wars. Anyway, while one part of me is excited for Black Widow, the other part is not. Why? Well, because we know that this movie will take place during the events of the 2016 film Captain America Civil War, a film that we already know what happened in it. Now, for those who may argue that Black Widow may have survived the events of Avengers Endgame, you should go to a mental hospital, because that's nothing but insane.
Number 4.
Next up on the list is The Eternals. Now, this is a little more interesting than Black Widow because it's been said that this is the first MCU feature film that takes place after the events of Avengers Endgame. This means we will have a new set of heroes, a new world, a new time, and a new villain. Marvel has already proven themselves to be great storytellers, so I can't wait to see what they pull off next.
Number 3.
This next entry is kind of a strange one to have. Peter Rabbit 2, The Runaway. I mostly want to see this movie for 2 reasons. Firstly, me and my grandmother actually went to the theater to see the first movie when it came out. I personally hoped that it would redeem Sony Pictures after the catastrophe that was the Emoji Movie, but it didn't. That brings me to my other reason. I am hoping that Sony could take the criticisms of the original and improve on them. Trust me when I say this. A sequel can improve on its predecessor if the original sucked. It's been done many times before.
Number 2.
Raya and the Last Dragon is Walt Disney Animation Studios' next feature. Now, do you want to know something kind of strange? Walt Disney Animation Studios is pretty much the only asset of Disney that still has some soul. No, that doesn't count. As I was saying, even though Disney itself has lost all of its dignity and now only cares about green paper slips with historical figures' faces on them, its primary animation studio is still on a roll. They have shown this with movies like Moana, Frozen 2, and Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Number 1.
Okay, this is it. My most anticipated movie of 2021. Drumroll, please. Ghostbusters Afterlife, yeah! Sorry. Now, the biggest reason this is my number 1 pick is because it's been pushed back so much. More frustrating is the fact that I have seen the trailer so many times, and it just looks so darn good. Also, I like Finn Wolfhard. That's another thing. Okay, Broncos. Those are my top 5 most anticipated movies of 2021. Sorry if it took a little longer than you expected. Hope Mr. Gale doesn't get ticked off at the running time. I'm Evan J. Sims, signing out. Peace.
Welcome back to Tyson News. This evening, we will be discussing the Trump acquittal. The Republicans needed 17 votes to impeach Donald Trump, and they fell short of that by 6. Although Mitch McConnell bombarded Donald Trump with accusations, he still voted to acquit him. Weird, if you ask me. Donald Trump described the impeachment as a witch hunt imparted against him by the Democratic Party.
Here we have created a stunning reenactment of the impeachment trial.
This is what you said on your Twitter.
Wrong.
You can see you said to attack the Capitol.
Wrong.
It's not wrong. In other news, all of Texas appears to be frozen over right now. Massive blizzards have bombarded the state over the past few days and shut down pretty much everything.
Texas is also going through an energy crisis because the freezing temperatures have frozen the windmills shut.
On Friday, due to the winter storm, there was a 133 car crash in Texas. It was a pileup, and for 6 hours straight, cars just kept crashing into each other. There were over 8 deaths with 49 casualties.
With the freezing temperatures and power shutdowns, many people are going cold in their house.
Because they are left without electricity, they are also left without heating. Thank you for watching our news show. This is Tyson News.
I'm Tyler.
And I'm Mason.
And that's all we have for you today.
Check back next week with us for more news.